Hey peeps, what's going on? It's Josh. What in the ham sandwich? That truck that was just over there is gone? And they were supposed to get loaded in the morning? I'm wondering if they didn't go over there to get something to eat. Not the choice I would have gone with, but okay. Alright, so I want to make a video because, okay, so this video has been done before. I don't think I have anything new to say on this topic, or many topics for that fact, but what I do think is that I can add my voice, and I can add a loving, positive voice to this discussion that we should all be having. As a person that someday hopes to become a father, and plans to become a father, not just hopes, I plan to become a father. I can only hope that every voice that we add to this discussion can do something good. There were times in my life where I was, well, let me preface this with, I was young. And when you're young, or younger, you sometimes make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. And you don't know that they're temporary feelings. And what we're really talking about here is suicide, bullying, abuse. Those three things are linked. Okay? And it's a hard topic. There have been times in my life where I was suicidal. I never had ideation? I never made plans. But there were certainly times in my life where I felt like my family, at the time my girlfriend, the world would be better without me. I would be better. And it would be better if I just didn't exist. Those feelings are temporary. And I'm not going to go all, it gets better on you. Because it doesn't. It gets better and then it gets worse and then it gets better and then it gets worse. The difference isn't your circumstances, okay? The difference is how you handle them. And as an adult, things feel different. When you're young and you have puppy love, it feels like the biggest deal in the world. And then even sometimes as an adult, when you're in a relationship and the person treats you like shit, or they speak to you like you don't matter, or they call you names, you feel like, why am I even bothering? Why am I even trying? And that's why I want to make this video. You right there, you. And this can even apply to me if I'm watching this in the future. You matter. You deserve kindness. You're smart, you're funny, you're intelligent, you're beautiful in so many ways. You deserve kindness from everyone. You're here for a reason. It doesn't get better. You do. And by better, I don't mean perfect. You don't get perfect. Nobody's perfect. And in fact, the idea of perfection will destroy you. So just let that go, if you can. You deserve happiness and kindness and love and all of the good things in the world, and they will come to you. Maybe not all at once, maybe not in the way you thought that they would, maybe not in the way you wanted. There's no time frame. And a lot of life is what you make it. And that sucks, but it's also beautiful. We've got a lot of people in this world that are unkind to others because they are not okay. And that's the thing that I still to this day have a hard time grasping. And I've been in abusive situations, and sometimes I think I seek them out because that's how I grew up in a bad situation. And this is very revealing. I'm not comfortable sharing these things, but again, this is a discussion. And if my experiences or what I share can help you or anyone or even myself in the future for even a second, then it's worth me being vulnerable. Because vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is strength. Because it's not easy to be vulnerable. You're like basically stretching out your arms, handing someone the dagger and saying, you could stab me. I'm trusting you not to. Because that would hurt me. And I'm asking you not to hurt me. Because I don't deserve to be hurt by you. And that's not being a victim. Because people say that. Oh, you just want to be a victim. No. I'm strong enough to be vulnerable with you and give you the ability to hurt me and ask you not to. And the only people that are going to use that dagger are damaged themselves and have issues. And see, I like to watch and read things that make me feel. And the downside of that is feeling. And I make YouTube videos when I feel things. So that's what I'm doing right now. And in hopes of adding my voice and saying, you know what? Like, if you're out there right now and you feel like you have no one that cares, or you're out there and you're tolerating someone's abuse, or you're out there and you're harming yourself or allowing others to harm you, or you're out there and you feel like you have nowhere to turn and the world would be better off without you, I've been in all of those places. Sometimes I even am still. Why do we let those things happen? Why do we invite those things to happen? Because a lot of times I feel like we don't believe that we're good enough. And that we should accept what comes our way because we're not good enough. And we're afraid that we'll never find better. I've been there. This is a lie. You are good enough. And you deserve better. And if you are being treated kindly, then great. That's what you deserve. Embrace that. And if you've got an inner critic up here that tells you that you don't deserve the good things that are in your life, please listen to me before you listen to that voice. You deserve the good things in your life. You are beautiful and good and kind. And there's a reason you're here. You may not know that reason. You don't have to. It may not be your place to know that reason yet. But there is a reason. And you matter. And something will be missing from this world if you leave us before your time. This is an emotional thing because I think of my children who aren't born yet, but somehow they're tangible right now. Even though they don't exist, I feel them in my heart like they're already a part of me and they just haven't been manifested yet. And I hope that at some point as they grow, I hope that at some point when they're confronted with awful things, that they have enough love and enough strength within themselves to know that they deserve good. And that they won't go through some of the things that I went through because they have that knowledge. But logically, if I put my emotions aside, I know that they're probably going to be bullied at some point. And that at some point in their life, they're going to experience some kind of abuse or bullying. And at some point, many people are suicidal. It doesn't mean that they make that choice. It doesn't mean that they make a plan. It just means They might have a incredibly awful day where they're just like, I'm so tired. And I hope that at that point that my children have someone, be it a YouTube video, maybe it's this video. Kids, if you're watching this, I love you. You matter, and you're good. And this world needs you. I need you. That's emotional, thinking about someday potentially my children watching this. That's emotional. But it's real. And isn't that the point of everything? Experiencing emotions and talking about things. I can talk about flowers growing out of the side of a rock. I should be able to talk about other things. Now, understand, I've recently watched something that made me very emotional. I'm not currently suicidal, and I haven't been in a very long time, decades. So, this is not, don't get alarmed, I'm not going to kill myself. There's nothing like that going on. This is strictly a video talking about a very serious subject that needs to be talked about. And when we don't talk about things, they can often become a monster. And I don't remember the exact quote, but there is a quote that says, I forget the verbiage, but essentially it's, you can be just as guilty of something if you stand by silently and watch it happen. And I refused to be silent and watch something awful happen. I refuse. So I will add my voice. And I will tell people, why do you think I always talk about telling your loved ones how much they mean to you? Why do you people think I talk so much? Maggie, why do you think I talk to you so much? There's a reason. It's because we all need to know that we're loved and cared about, and we all need to be treated with kindness. We all need kindness, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in needing to feel like we are good enough. And that should come from you. But if you're damaged, maybe it doesn't. And maybe you need other people to help you at times. I've been there. I'm still there sometimes. Again, not on the suicidal front, I want to be clear. Because this isn't a cry for attention or help or anything. This is me dipping into real talk. But I'm still at a point sometimes where I need to hear that I'm loved. Because I have a hard time loving myself at times. And there's no shame in that. In fact, there's something to be proud of in the self-awareness that it takes to know what you need and to be able to ask your loved ones for what you need. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good thing. I'm proud of that. I'm not always self-aware, but sometimes when I am, I'm proud of those moments. So I don't know if this has made sense or touched you guys in any way. I hope, again, I always talk about the videos that I make, and I hope that they can help one person. And if that's the case, and this touches the heart of one person, mission accomplished. So, how amazing would it be if you guys... Oh. Hi!
You have me back over into North 3?
Uh-huh.
I'll get you unloaded.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
How amazing would it be if you guys made those similar videos and talked about something similar? That would be pretty amazing. Or if you